All right, ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? Like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $Winston Spivey. I appreciate your time here. Now, I'm gonna let you know right now. Pay attention to what's been said, okay? The resources. I looked. This stuff is all over the doggone media. I looked at the Channel 9 news out there in New York. NPR News, actually Ticket TV had talked about this like 3 days ago. Okay, had brought this up, and there's several like little shorts and things about the couple of other rappers' reactions to this man, DJ Envy, okay, of the Breakfast Club, very popular DJ, probably one of the most probably the top, I want to say, 3 DJs, popular DJs in the industry, okay? Well, and I said this before, that this man and it's another guy named Cesar Pena, those guys are being looked at actually for RICO. About a week ago, I made a video about the Breakfast Club being looked at for RICO, and this is probably one of the reasons why they're being looked at for RICO for what I'm about to talk about and other things allegedly, okay? But the RICO will be something for a different day. More specifically, DJ Envy and Cesar Pena. Cesar Pena is more of the mover and the shaker, okay, the investor and all that, where this man had a lot of his friends and things like that to invest in some property in or around the Paterson, New Jersey area, okay, a lot of on some of the communities, like say in the vicinity, okay, up there, and they put the money in. And I guess they would flip it, you know, as far as the real estate, okay, and they would get a 30% return, or they were guaranteed a 30% return. Well, there was people that put that money in, and they end up getting a loss, okay, end up losing all their money. Now, where DJ Envy comes in is, you know, they were friends, and, you know, DJ Envy is able to use his influence to try to get other people in on it and so forth, okay, to help, you know, invest. And it's more like crowdfunding, okay, that kind of thing. And a lot of people lost their money. So people are deeming this like a Ponzi scheme. So they're coming together on this man and trying to do like a class action lawsuit. Since like last night, I've been looking at this particular, or paying attention to this particular story. It was 9 lawsuits that I know that was confirmed, but I understand that there's dozens of lawsuits, people coming after this man here, okay? Now, since the FBI, because the FBI now is looking into this, DJ Envy has distanced himself, or claims he distanced himself, and he's working with the FBI to clear his name and so forth, okay? And actually, he invested $500,000 himself into this property, okay? But, you know how it is, though. This is a civil case pending, but the law enforcement, they do reserve the right to look into this if they need to and charge these men if necessary, okay? Now, Cesar Pena, if he's charged, actually he had went to jail and he got out on $1 million bond, okay? But if he's convicted for this Ponzi scheme, this guy is looking at like 40 years, okay, one for bank fraud, and the second one for wire fraud, and they're 20 years apiece, and he's going to end up, you know, going to jail for 40 or up to 40 years. Okay, pretty serious stuff. all right? It don't look good for this man. DJ Envy, what they're trying to do is they're trying to determine if he had any involvement into this Ponzi scheme or whatever, okay, or like assist or aiding and abetting. And if that's so, okay, and again, he is innocent until proven guilty. But if that's so, this man looking at bank fraud and wire fraud conspiracy, 10 years per charge. So he's looking at probably 20 or up to 20 years, okay, if this thing is factual. All right. Couple of other things. I listened to some of the people that invested their money, you know, and things of that nature, and it's be like, look, you know what, we coming, you know, because we really thought that we would have an opportunity to help the community and things like that, and in turn, maybe to make some type of benefit or whatever ourselves. Even DJ Envy claimed, you know, he wanted to help the fit, but it doesn't seem like, you know, it doesn't really seem like. It seems like they really end up hurting the same people they were trying to help, okay? Now, if that's not so, you know, with DJ Envy, then that's different. Maybe I'll apologize or whatever, but that's what this thing is looking like, okay? There was a couple of other guys that were DJ Envy's friends and things, okay? One guy was working on DJ Envy's cars for years, okay, and detailing his cars. Another guy was like an old friend that had like a small business and things of that nature that wanted to invest. And they were like, look, you know what? You know, we end up losing money, but if it wasn't for DJ Envy, okay, and I'm pretty sure there was others that are probably saying the same thing, they wouldn't have invested in this, you know, in this property or in this scam here, okay? It's what it is. One of the guys, the guy that had the detail shop, had took a loss, and Cesar Pena had brought a box of jewelries over there worth, he said, $17,000, $18,000, and he ended up actually losing like $65,000. Be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get your money back and things of that nature. So that's an indication right there that Cesar Pena was wrong. Okay, he knew he was wrong. All right, this is activities that went on from 2017 to 2023, okay? But if need be, that they could, the government or, the government actually, okay? Or the judge could order, like, any properties of Cesar Pena, if even DJ Envy, you know, they could take that property, liquidate it, and as I said, okay, like the show and things of that nature, okay? They could take that show, or they could take stock out of that show and use it to pay any debts and all that, okay? That's probably where the RICO comes in, you know, where they can end up buying the rights to that show. So it's going to be interesting how this thing turns out, but again, these guys are in some deep doo-doo. All right. So that'll be that. I guess whenever they get an update, I'll be getting back with you on this matter, because it's a very, very interesting matter here. All right. In fact, I like stuff like this because I think that I'm very, very good at dissecting articles like this. So, research it yourself. Maybe get back with me. Let me know what you think. Okay. And hey, thank you for your time. More content coming.